while Cheryl's setting up, we've been listening to this song this week. A song called The Band Plays On. It's on an old John Anderson album by Scruggs and Knobloch. But the great thing about it is Levi Helms sings on it with John Anderson. It makes it really great because it makes it seem like it's about the band. She said, let's sit the next one out, and she took me by the hand, led me to the corner and said, I hope you understand. But it feels like the thrill is gone. I don't love you anymore. My ears are still ringing when she closed the back door. And the band plays on, even when the teardrops fall. The band plays on, like nothing ever happened at all. It jingles and jangles and rocks through the rhythm, and everybody sings along. Even when the bells start falling in, the band plays on. Walked out in the dark of the night, so her headlights disappeared. She took her love from me and left me standing here. And it felt like the end of the world as I stared down the street. My heart was torn in two, but it never skipped a beat. And the band plays on, even when the teardrops fall. The band plays on, like nothing ever happened at all. It jingles and jangles and rocks through the rhythm, and everybody sings along. Even when the walls cave in, the band plays on. Now don't you feel sorry for me till they bring that curtain down. I'm gonna play my part till my heartstrings come around. And the band plays on, even when the teardrops fall. The band plays on, like nothing ever happened at all. It jangles and jangles and rocks through the rhythm, and everybody sings along. Even when the walls start caving in, the band plays on. When the teardrops fall, the band plays on, as if nothing ever happened at all. It jingles and jangles and rocks through the rhythm, and everybody sings along. Even when the walls start caving in, the band plays on. Even when the rain falls from the sky,
even when there's trouble on the rise,
even when a lover's knot unties, the band plays on. Even when the world starts crashing down,
even when your heartstrings come unwound,
even when they lay you in the ground, the band plays on. Plays on.
Yeah, we played on it.
Well, that's obviously a new song for us, but I think that's such a fun song. So thanks for indulging us. Here's a song I actually know.
Oh, no poem?
Yeah. Oh yeah. No.
The poem after?
No, I think the poem after. Let's stick with some music. This is a song called "The Grain in the Whiskey, the Grapes in the Wine." She was a soft-hearted woman with a taste for the bottle. I scorned her and drove her away. Now she just sat there drinking and dreaming of her North Country so far away. The first time I saw her, the oaths of young lovers we swore by the banks of the river, through the green days of summer, through the fields and the vineyards we'd stray. But at night in the taverns we drank till we stumbled our own separate ways. As the years pass, it all seems sublime, where the river of myth meets the river of time. Is it all lost as it goes down the line, like the grain in the whiskey, like the grapes in the wine? To the land of her fathers, where the white water rushes so cold. But for her there's one river, that's the river of whiskey, that ran through her trembling soul. She works in a tavern by the banks of the river. I once stopped, she still looked so fine, in the face of a foreign girl from some now distant century, seemed lost in a river of time. Sometimes when I'm lonely, I walk by the river, that old northbound drifter rolls by. My eyes glimpse a bottle that floats on the water. I remember that girl with a sigh. As the years pass, it all seems sublime, where the river of myth meets the river of time. Is it all lost as it goes down the line, like the grain in the whiskey, like the grapes in the wine? Like the grain in the whiskey, like the grapes in the wine. The grain in the whiskey. Yeah. So we have a kind of a hopeful poem tonight. And I found this poem at poetry.org, I think is the site, and which is a great resource. And I felt the poem right away. And I didn't realize when I was reading it that it was another inaugural poem.
Well, I'm not your roadie anymore?
It was written by Miller. By Miller Williams, and it was written for the second Clinton inaugural, and it's a real beautiful poem, and I think it kind of does exist in a sense where we are in our lives. You know, what we had always meant things to be in America, and or what they are and what they might be. Those are the questions we're asking now, and I think back in Clinton's second inaugural, those questions were being asked also, I guess, certainly by Miller Williams. We have memorized America, how it was born, and who we have been and where. In ceremonies and silence, we say the words, telling the stories, singing the old songs. We like the places they take us. Mostly we do. The great and all the anonymous dead are there. We know the sound of all the sounds we brought. The rich taste of it is on our tongues. But where are we going to be? And why? And who? The disenfranchised dead want to know. We mean to be the people we meant to be, to keep on going where we meant to go. But how do we fashion the future? Who can say how, except in the minds of those who will call it now? The children. The children. And how does our garden grow? With waving hands? Oh, rarely in a row. And flowering faces? And brambles. That we can no longer allow. Who were many people coming together cannot become one people falling apart. Who dreamed for every child an even chance cannot let luck alone turn doorknobs or not. Whose law was never so much of the hand as the head cannot let chaos make its way to the heart. Who have seen learning struggle from teacher to child cannot let ignorance spread itself like rot. Who know what we have done and what we have said, and how we have grown degree by slow degree, believing ourselves toward all we have tried to become, just and compassionate, equal, able, and free. All this in the hands of children. Eyes already set on a land we never can visit. It isn't there yet. But looking through their eyes, we can see what our long gift to them may come to be. If we can truly remember, they will not forget. Miller Williams, Clinton's second inaugural. And I went on YouTube and I watched Miller Williams reading it, and there were shots of the audience. And I suppose when a poet reads, most of the audience is doing various things, and some listening, but many distracted. And there was Bill Clinton, as if the whole thing was just arranged for him to listen to that poem, slouching in his chair with a grin from ear to ear. It was pretty fabulous.
Yes.
Where are we?
So we are at I Like the Light, but I want to say hello to some people who have joined us. Thank you. Hi, Mom. It's good to see you. Michael, of course, you're always there. And we have our High Falls gang. We have the Tullys.
Oh, all right.
And Bill Bannon.
Hey.
Hi, guys. Thanks for joining us. And Joe Giglio is watching, too. And I have to tell you guys, fabulous guitar player, fantastic, and he does live shows on Sunday afternoons at 2 o'clock, so be sure to set your alarm. We set our alarm so we don't miss him for Sundays at 2 o'clock, and you can catch his great music. Some of his own stuff, some classical stuff, some just a whole variety of songs.
Was that like Godzilla on the screen?
And Lynn Porter is watching. Hi, Lynn.
Thank you all.
And
so good to know you're there. This is a samba. It's called I Like the Light. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay. Whenever I am drifting out to sea, you've got a heart like holding me. And when I'm sinking in mixed company, you hold my head up and I breathe. I like the light that breaks the cloudy day. When we're together, it's okay. And when my heart is beating SOS, you are my and find no friendly place, face to read. That's when I miss you and I'm incomplete. I think about you and I breathe. I like the light that breaks the cloudy day. When we're together, it's okay. And when my heart is beating SOS, you are my compass, you're my GPS. We'll be together and okay. I'll bet my dollar on a sunny day. I'll think about you and I'll breathe. I like the light that breaks the cloudy day. When we're together, it's okay. And when my heart is beating SOS, you are my compass, you're my GPS. You are my compass, you're my GPS.
Yes. 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 Hey, I didn't mention this before, but if you are watching, drop us a line so we know that you're there. And I see Phil Miller joined us and Jerry Ebert and oh, is that Sal who just logged on? Hi, Sal. And I can't even see the rest of you without my glasses on, but we'll get back to you. If you drop us a line, we'll get back to you another time after we look back at your comments.
Well, you know, I'm thinking of changing over a little bit. Is that okay?
You're going to vary the set list?
I am, yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah, I'm thinking. Let me see. Something we don't need harmonica on. How about?
Yeah, I'm not playing harmonica tonight because I had a tooth pulled. Ouch. But I feel so much better now without that tooth. But I can't play for like 7 to 10 days or so. This one.
You want my advice? Since you asked nice, I'll lend you my dice. If that pint or two won't get you through, well, just call on me, 'cause I've got something for you. You can cry out, raise a big shout, and there's no doubt that you might get through. You can write it or just confide it, and then deny it your point of view. And they all keep running next to you. And when you stumble, they stumble with you. You can call your friend to sneak around with his honey. Spend what you've got left of his money. Find a place to down a pint or two. If that pint or two won't get you through, well, just call on me, 'cause I've got something for you. So run for office, look for Jesus. What we all need is some brand new freak. There's nothing clearer than your blank mirror. If you could just hear, no one would speak. And you think it's coming back to you. There ain't no distraction keep you out of view. You could go to the preacher just to see what he thinks. All his words are poison, but you like to drink. When you're lying conscious on the floor, no poison left, but still you want some more. Well, just call on me and I'll leave some by your door.
Yeah. Hey, Craig, thanks for joining us. Craig also does a show Tuesdays at 7 on streetjelly.com. You can check out Craig Ellis.
Okay, we're looking for the big slap. So I used to never write, in fact, I never did for years and years and years. I never wrote a song that mentioned dancing or had anything to do with dancing.
What did you used to watch?
Oh,
when you were younger?
Yeah, when I was a kid, I sometimes would smoke this plant and turn on, the shows are on TV like American Bandstand and that sort of thing, and turn off the sound and watch people dance. Don't do that. You'll wind up like me. Okay.
And just in case the Knowltons are watching, hi Knowltons. I know you're shy about saying hello.
You starting there?
Whenever you're ready, I'll just join in.
I wander aimlessly down empty streets, wondering what don't even know me. Talk on to the man who's trying to be me. I see you stepping out, you seem so proud, dancing. Whatever happened to our song? I see you running with a whole new crowd. Baby, it's plain to see you moved along. The years go by, I know we tried, but it's not good enough to cry. Your angry words ring loud and true. But now and then I think again, and I remember back to when our lives together seemed so new. I just need act like you know me from somewhere. I see that you don't want to show that you still care. I've got my own life now, I'm doing fine, really. I'm doing everything I want. The things I'm doing take up all my time. Can you see? I'm really quite content you're gone. Years go by, I know we tried, but it's not good enough to cry. Your angry words ring loud and true. But now and then I think again, and I remember back to when our lives together seem so new. Moments pass with a sad recollection distantly. I can see your reflection. Moments pass with a sad recollection distantly. I can see your reflection.
It's your last note?
I don't know what I was doing.
Boy, I really
Who knows?
miss Albie's bass playing on that
Yeah,
song.
yeah, I know it.
I hope you're playing along, Albie.
That's a thumper. Oh, you know what? I think I'm gonna switch guitars.
Oh, okay. Back together.
And yeah, I've had this fantasy of doing a tour, finding 7 songs for 7 guitars, and
We don't have to be the roadie for that one.
and actually having a reason for using the guitar, not just one of these things where you have a whole lot of guitars. It's gonna,
You're all twisted
Yes, you can
there.
only have a whole lot of guitars if you maintain them, keep them in tune and stuff. That's my rule.
It's a good rule.
It's a good rule, yeah. So this next song is a really interesting song. William Morris was the I think the inventor of the modern fantasy novel. His novels were the first ones to really combine all the elements, the Arthurian heroic elements, with just a little bit of magic. A little bit of magic as if it's fading from the world, and and some interesting characters, and some archaic language, and like Tolkien, or as Tolkien did have some of his books. He had little songs in his books along the way, so that when his books oftentimes they amount to travel. They're heroic tales after all, and people have songs they sing along the way. This is not a way song, but it is a song of a primitive people in one of Morris's novels, and the men are about to go to war. That sounds pretty in tune. The men are about to go to war, and they come out in their armor and helmets and all their weapons sharpened and ready to go. And the women say, well, where are you going? And men go, well, we're going out to take care of the sheep. It's been raining a lot and the water is rough, and there are some cows trapped on an island, and we've got to take care of them. And of course the women know full well the men going to war. And it is a ritual in a certain sense. The way the song was probably meant to be sung in the novel is almost like a play within a play. So you'd have a group of women singing the women's part and a group of men singing the men's part. So Cheryl's going to be the women, and I'm going to be the men, and we're going to sing the song. And one other little detail about the song, which I think is absolutely charming, is that the last verse of the song, it says, "Fair befall the mountainside, whereon the play shall be." And when the men come home from war, the women actually do put a kind of military play on for them with swords and shields and everything, and they sort of, they're like the virgins, and they sort of chase the men away and everything. It's really quite charming.
Did you mention Stephen Altman?
Yes. Yes. The melody was written by Stephen Altman, and the reason we started doing this song is because we couldn't get any kind of clearance for doing the Tolkien lyrics. So I went out and chose this William Morris lyric for it. Our kind are on the Eyot still, the eddies lap them round. All dikes the wind-worn waters fill, and waneth grass and ground.
Oh, ride ye to the river's brim, in war we fare to see. O'er winter waters will ye swim, in hauberks to the knee.
Wild is the day and filled with rain, our sheep are warded ill. The wood wolves gather for the plain, their ravening maws to fill.
Nay, what is this, and what have ye? A hunter's band to bear, the banner of our battle glee, the skulking wolves to scare.
Oh, women, when we wend our ways to deal with death and dread, the banner of our fathers' days must flap the wind o'erhead.
moon shall kiss our lips at eve, when June hath mastered May.
The wheat is won, the seed is sown, here toileth many a maid, and ere the hay knee deep is grown, your grooms the grass shall wade. And fair befall the mountainside, whereon the place shall be, and fair befall the summertide, that whoso lives shall see.
You know, somebody else I want to say hello to, who listens to our show every week after I put it on YouTube and send it over to her, is our friend Barbara Hallam. It's been a long time friend. She
Hi, Barbara.
Loves music. So hi, Barbara.
Yeah, what a...
Sorry it's taken us this long to say hello to you.
Nice to know you'll be hearing this.
Yes. Oh, and before we start driving, Wheel, I want to remind everybody about our CDs. If you go to our Dog Nose Band website, dognoseband.com, that's dog nose with a K. Catskill Dogs is on there, plus all of the CDs that we did as the Kurt Henry Band, and we're selling them and matching the price. So if you purchase a CD, we'll match the price and we donate that money to local food pantries. Or we'd also love it if you don't want to do that, if you make your own donations to food pantries. But beautiful artwork on here by Eric Parker. There's a close-up of one of the dogs. And Ruthie Rich's dog, Rusty, who's sadly is no longer with us, but his nose is all around the other cover. And we have dog noses from friends who've submitted their pictures for us. So pick up a Catskill Dogs or another CD and we'll match the price and donate that money. And you get a free sticker too.
Just came in on the midnight special. How about that? My car dropped dead in Newbury. Stopped dead in its tracks. Just wanted to tell you that I love you. Just wanted to tell you how I feel. Feel like some old engine lost and driving me. Like some old engine lost my driving wheel. Took my money on the night train home. What a terrible thing. No, I promised to be with you, darling, Saturday night. Just wanted to tell you that I love you. Just wanted to tell you how I happy. Feel like some old engine lost the driving wheel. Feel like some old engine lost the driving. Ready for the full part?
Always.
That's it. That's all it is.
Cool.
Feel like some old engine. I heard you like that guitars. Lost the
This
driving
one
wheel.
anyway.
Can't wait to get a moniker back in because I feel like some broke down engine. I miss those parts. What a pleasure to play for you tonight, as it always is. Remember, we're kind of halfway through the tunnel, I think. So stay careful.
Get vaccinated when you can.
So grateful.
Oh, we are very grateful that all of you could join us. And come back every Thursday, 7 o'clock. We'll be here. And here comes the sign. We are so grateful that you could make it. We appreciate your friendship. We hope to see you all out there live soon. Stay safe. Be well.